Let's kitbash some additional Victrix Honour Guard from the leftovers from this kit, shall we? Hello my friends, my name is Max and today we're going to use some bits from this kit in order to make more Victrix Guard. For that we will use some leftovers, axes, guns and whatnot from the Victrix Guard kits, and for the torso I'm just gonna use one of the Intercessor torsos, namely this one. Make sure to stick until the end in order to figure out what transpires from this endeavor. We start, as always, with the torso. We're gonna need beats 41 and 42 from the standard Intercessor kit. These are my torso beats. They are combined together like this, and I'm gonna glue them together. That is my torso so far. Next we build some legs. Let's start with the right leg, made from beats 43 and 44. These are the beats of the right leg. I'm gonna glue them directly because otherwise I won't be able to disassemble them. This kit is actually quite smart. This is my right leg. And the left one is built from beats 45 and 46. These are my beats for the left leg. And this is my left leg assembled. Let's attach them to the torso. The left one should be glued like this. There is a look. And that is my left leg in place. And the right one should be sitting here, like this. There is also a look. And that is my torso so far. We're gonna need a backpack, but we're gonna add it at a later point because I intend to use a cape. So we switch to the Victrix Honour Guard instruction manual. I'm gonna be using this arm and this set of instructions. All these beats are working together as separate kits, and that is why I'm gonna be following the green instruction set because I have this particular axe. The gun can be pretty much any. So I will just have to pick up one of the leftover guns. And same goes for the head and for the pauldron. Anyways, let's start here. Let's start with the cape number 7. This is my cape 7. Nothing really special. And it should be sitting here. As we can see, it actually seemingly works with this particular kit. So let's do just that. That is my cape in place. Looking quite nice. Next I need to place beat number 10 in front of his chest. Not sure if this is gonna work out, but let's take a look. Maybe it will. It looks like I will be able to do just that. So I will put some glue here and put some glue here. And try to make this work. These are my decorations in place. They look a bit off, but I think it is still good enough, because we have non-original torso here. We're gonna claim he is half rotating, and that is why it is dangling in the air. Let's move forward and combine beats 9 and 8 in order to build the right arm with the power axe. These are the beats of the right arm. As we can see, there is a look here. So I'm gonna try to glue it. This is how these two beats sit together. And now I am supposed to place this axe and this arm with an axe here. Should work. Let's do just that. I'm going to put some glue on this part. And on this part. Hopefully that is gonna be enough. And that is my right arm sitting in place. Looking actually quite nice. We move forward. Next we are supposed to add the left arm and the head. Let's start with the left arm. This is my bolter. Let's see how it should be attached. I think I'm gonna place it here, somewhat like this. And that is how it is sitting on our miniature. Very good. Next we move to a head. We're gonna select out of series 3 of the heads. And I still have one without any studs on the front part of the helmet. Bit 58. This is my bit 58. Looks fairly cool. And I'm gonna glue it directly. I think this is gonna be the position of the head of my miniature. He is looking on his right. Next, let's add a fancy pauldron out of bits 5. We have this selection, and I'm gonna go with bit 12. This is my bit 12, a leftover bit, and I'm gonna glue it directly. And this pauldron works really well with the cape, which is absolutely fantastic. This is how it sits, looking very, very cool. And now we need to add the backpack. And this is our backpack. This is a standard Primaris backpack. It is less fancy than the Victrix Guard backpack, but I'm out of Victrix Guard backpacks. That is why I'm gonna use this one. This one is gonna be sitting here, and I'm gonna glue it. And that is my pal with the backpack, looking absolutely fantastic. And now let's drop him on a 40mm base. I had to use an extra 40mm base because there are not enough for any extras in the Victrix Honour Guard kit. So this is like a extra kind of base. And that is my miniature assembled, my friends. It took me roughly half an hour to build this pal, including the time for selection of the bits. He looks actually quite similar to a Victrix Guard. And let's compare him to the real deal. First of all, let's see how he stands next to a real Victrix Guard. As we can see, the real pal has a little bit more decorations on his legs. But other than that, they look very, very similar. The backpack is different though, slightly different. There are fancier exhausts. But if, for example, you have backpacks with Ultima symbol at the back of it, there are some kits that have this kind of stuff. It might offset the whole impression. This is how our pal stands next to a chapter champion that is also being built from this kit. They look very nice together. And of course, compared to a humongous chapter ancient, our pal looks less decorated. I think it would be really beneficial to have some extra Crux Terminator stuff and Ultima symbols at the lower part of his body. And that is gonna be it for today, my friends. Let me know in the comments below what do you think of this miniature. Did you try to use some extra bits from your Victrix Honour Guard? Did you kitbash your Victrix Honour Guard into something else, like Sanguinarian Guard? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribe to the channel. This way you will get more content like this in the future, and I will get to build and kitbash more minis. As always, check out the video that you see now on your screen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.